Good afternoon. This is All India Radio, and I am Minuti Chatterjee with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches development projects worth over 1,000 crore rupees at Rae Bareli in Uttar Pradesh. Says Rae Bareli Coach Factory will soon become a global hub. Bhupesh Baghel to be the new Chhattisgarh Chief Minister, swearing in tomorrow. Nation celebrates Vijay Diwas to commemorate India's victory over Pakistan in 1971 war. President, Vice President and Prime Minister pay tribute to martyred soldiers. Ranil Wickremsinghe sworn in as Sri Lankan Prime Minister. Sindhu becomes first Indian to lift Badminton World Federation World Tour Finals title. And Virat Kohli hits 25th Test ton, second fastest to achieve the feat after Sir Don Bradman. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today launched several development projects worth over 1,000 crore rupees at Rae Bareli in Uttar Pradesh. Mr. Modi, who is on a day-long visit to the state, flagged off the 900th coach and a rake of Humsafar train manufactured at modern coach factory in Rae Bareli. Addressing a public meeting at Lankan, the Prime Minister said the factory was sanctioned in 2007 and was built in 2010. He said it was supposed to make new coaches but was never allowed to work at its full capacity. Mr. Modi said only 3% of the machines were working in 2014, but after coming to power, the NDA government changed this. He said Rae Bareli factory will be developed as a global hub in the field of rail coach manufacturing.
आने वाले समय में राय बरेली रेल कोच निर्माण के मामले में एक ग्लोबल हब बनने वाला है। कनेक्टिविटी को सुदृढ़ करने के लिए, देश के लोगों की सुविधाएं बढ़ाने के लिए रेलवे के अलावा हाईवे, एयरवे, वाटरवे और आईवे हर क्षेत्र पर तेज गति से काम किया जा रहा है.
The Prime Minister said within 2 to 3 years, the production of the rail coach factory will touch 3,000 annually. He said his government intends to expand the capacity to 5,000 coaches per year. Mr. Modi said the factory will produce coach of high-speed trains, metro trains and aluminium coaches. He said the expansion of coach factory would generate employment opportunities for people. The Prime Minister said earlier governments neglected development of Rae Bareli, but the central government is committed to it. On Rafale deal, Mr. Modi accused the Congress of spreading lies for personal gains and compromising national security.
भारतीय वायुसेना के अफसर भी झूठे हैं, फ्रांस की सरकार भी झूठी है. अब तो उन्हें देश की सर्वोच्च अदालत भी झूठी लगने लगी है. सच को श्रृंगार की जरूरत नहीं होती और झूठ चाहे जितना भी बोला जाए उसमें जान नहीं होती है.
The Prime Minister said the country will neither forget nor forgive the previous government's attitude towards the defence forces.
वन रैंक वन पेंशन का विषय भी तो 40 साल से लटका हुआ था. इसे भी हमारी सरकार ने पूरा किया. 11,000 करोड़ रुपए से ज्यादा की राशि एरियर के तौर पर पूर्व सैनिकों को, फौजियों को मिल भी चुकी है. साथियों, कांग्रेस के राज में न जवान की परवाह की जाती है, न किसान की परवाह की जाती है.
Earlier, Mr. Modi inspected the modern coach factory. He also dedicated to the nation 133-kilometer long Rae Bareli Fatehpur Banda section of National Highway. The project has been completed at a cost of about 558 crore rupees. It is an important link between the mining areas of Bundelkhand, Pilgrimage Centre Chitrakoot, Lucknow and the Purvanchal districts of Uttar Pradesh. The newly widened highway is set to reduce travel time from Banda to Rae Bareli to 2.5 hours from 7 to 8 hours. Our correspondent has filed this report.
People are happy and enthusiastic by the expansion of the factory as this will generate more opportunities of employment. At the same time, the modern coaches based on Link Hoffman Bush LHB technology will help provide more safety to the passengers and train. The coaches fitted with the night vision cameras and CCTV will help monitor unwanted people in the train and rail staff behavior with the passengers. Wi-Fi and hotspot in coaches have the facility of emergency talkback system to connect the train guard. Sensor-fitted wheels of coaches diagnose the faults and technical glitches on rail track automatically. MS Yadav, AIR News, Rae Bareli.
The Prime Minister is now in Prayagraj, where he will inaugurate a state-of-the-art command and control centre for the Kumbh Mela. He will perform Ganga Pujan and also visit the Swachh Kumbh exhibition. Mr. Modi is scheduled to visit Andawa later, where he will address a public meeting. The Prime Minister will also inaugurate the new terminal building of the Bamroli Airport in Prayagraj before returning to Delhi. Chhattisgarh Pradesh Congress Committee President Bhupesh Baghel will be the new Chief Minister of the state. Party sources said that All India Congress Committee observer Mallikarjun Kharge formally announced the name of Mr. Baghel as the leader of the Congress Legislature Party at a meeting of the newly elected legislators in Raipur this afternoon. Mr. Baghel will be sworn in as the Chief Minister by Governor Anandiben Patel tomorrow evening. Mr. Kharge, party's state-in-charge P.L. Punia and leaders T.S. Singhdeo and Charandas Mahant were among those who attended the meeting. They had met the party's national president Rahul Gandhi in New Delhi yesterday. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. The nation is celebrating Vijay Diwas today to commemorate India's victory over Pakistan in the 1971 war. Rich tributes are being paid to the martyrs who laid down their lives during the war. Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, along with Navy Chief Admiral Sunil Lanba, Air Force Chief Air Chief Marshal Virender Singh Dhanoa, and Vice Chief of Army Lieutenant General Devraj Anbu, paid tributes to the martyrs at the Amar Jawan Jyoti. President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi also paid tributes to the soldiers who sacrificed their lives for the nation during the war. In a tweet, Mr. Kovind said, "The nation remembers with gratitude the armed forces who defended the nation and upheld universal values of human liberty in 1971. Mr. Naidu also remembered the courage of the brave soldiers and their selfless sacrifices. Mr. Modi said the unwavering courage and patriotism of the soldiers ensured that the country is safe and that their service will always inspire every Indian. Addressing the Vijay Diwas function in New Delhi, Home Minister Rajnath Singh said there has been a significant improvement in the law and order situation in the country, particularly in the northeastern region. He said due to better coordination between the army, paramilitary forces and other stakeholders, there has been 80% improvement in the law and order situation in the region. The Home Minister also said the districts affected by left-wing extremism have come down to 10 from 90 in the past. He stressed the need for igniting patriotism among the youth, saying that they should know about the sacrifices and valor of the Jawans of the armed forces. Mr. Singh also reiterated that Kashmir is an integral part of India and it will remain so forever. Information and Broadcasting Minister Rajyavardhan Rathore also saluted the unparalleled valor of India's armed forces. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu today said the Central Reserve Police Force, CRPF, has played a key role in securing the unity and integrity of the nation. He was addressing the passing out parade of the 50th batch of directly appointed gazetted officers of CRPF at Kadarpur Academy in Gurugram. Mr. Naidu said the security personnel of the CRPF protected Parliament and its members during the 2001 terror attack. He said CRPF, the world's largest paramilitary force, has a glorious past, a commendable present and a future full of hope and service. The Vice President said opportunities are being given to the youth of the Nakshal hit areas in the force, which will help the local community in the anti-Nakshal campaign. Cyclonic storm Pethai over the Bay of Bengal is likely to intensify into a severe cyclonic storm in the next 24 hours. Currently, it lays centered some 640 kilometers from Machilipatnam and 670 kilometers from Kakinada in Andhra Pradesh. It is likely to move northwestwards and cross Andhra Pradesh coast between Machilipatnam and Kalinda tomorrow. Under its influence, rain is expected at most places, with heavy to very heavy rain at isolated areas over coastal Andhra Pradesh and Yanam today and tomorrow. Winds gusting up to 65 kilometers per hour are also expected. Maldivian President Ibrahim Mohammed Solih is arriving in New Delhi today on a 3-day visit to India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will meet President Solih tomorrow and hold delegation-level talks. The two leaders are expected to discuss the entire gamut of bilateral relations. Some agreements are also likely to be inked. The Maldivian president's visit comes nearly a month after Mr. Modi attended his swearing-in ceremony in Male. In Sri Lanka, Ranil Wickremsinghe was today sworn in as the Prime Minister by President Maithripala Sirisena, bringing an end to weeks-long political crisis in the country. The Cabinet of Ministers is expected to take oath tomorrow, and a vote of account will be presented next week to meet expenditure for the first 2 months of the new year. Mr. Wickremsinghe was removed as the Prime Minister on the 26th of October and was replaced by Mahinda Rajapaksa, who resigned yesterday after failing to garner majority in Parliament. This is the 5th time Mr. Wickremsinghe will be sworn in as Prime Minister, which is a record in Sri Lanka. Our Colombo correspondent has filed this report.
The comeback of Mr. Wickremsinghe marks a full circle in the political drama of Sri Lanka lasting more than 7 weeks. His party thanked the citizens who fought the illegal seizure of power, ensuring that democracy was restored. One of his party MPs, however, protested the ban for media to cover the swearing-in, and only few MPs were allowed to attend the ceremony. The swearing-in marks a big turn back from President Sirisena, who till last week asserted that he will never reappoint Mr. Wickremsinghe. President has still 1 year to go in his term, and it will be interesting to see the dynamics between the two leaders in coming weeks and months. Santosh Kumar for AIR News from Colombo.
India today welcomed the resolution of the political situation in Sri Lanka. In response to media queries regarding the recent political development in Sri Lanka, External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Ravish Kumar said, "This is a reflection of the maturity demonstrated by all political forces and also of the resilience of Sri Lankan democracy and its institutions." He said India remains committed to taking forward its people-oriented development projects in Sri Lanka. He expressed confidence that India-Sri Lanka relations will continue to move on an upward trajectory. Rio Olympic silver medalist PV Sindhu today became the first Indian to lift the Badminton World Federation BWF World Tour Finals title at Guangzhou, China. In the summit clash this morning, Sindhu defeated Japanese Nozomi Okuhara in straight games 21-19, 21-17 to claim the top honors of the season-ending event and her first title of the year. With the win, Sindhu also equaled her head-to-head record with Okuhara to 6-6. In cricket, Indian skipper Virat Kohli has become the second fastest to score 25 Test centuries, only behind Sir Don Bradman. He achieved the feat when he scored 123 on the third day of the Perth Test against Australia today. It was also India's first Test ton in Perth since Sachin Tendulkar's famous knock in 1992. Kohli also equalled Tendulkar's record of most Test tons by an Indian, that is 6 in Australia. Replying to Australia's first innings score of 326, India had resumed play this morning at the overnight score of 172 for 3 with Kohli and Ajinkya Rahane. The visitors were later bundled out for 283. Spinner Nathan Lyon bagged 5 wickets. When reports last came in, Australia were 100 for 3 in the second innings, having an overall lead of 143 runs. Belgium will meet the Netherlands in the summit clash of the Men's Hockey World Cup at Bhubaneswar this evening. All India Radio will broadcast a live commentary on the match from 6:55 p.m. It can be heard on Rajdhani, FM Rainbow and additional frequencies. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches development projects worth over 1,000 crore rupees at Rae Bareli in Uttar Pradesh. Says Rae Bareli Coach Factory will soon become a global hub. Bhupesh Baghel to be the new Chhattisgarh Chief Minister, swearing in tomorrow. Nation celebrates Vijay Diwas to commemorate India's victory over Pakistan in 1971 war. President, Vice President and Prime Minister pay tribute to martyred soldiers. Ranil Wickremsinghe sworn in as Sri Lankan Prime Minister. PV Sindhu becomes first Indian to lift Badminton World Federation World Tour Finals title. And Virat Kohli hits 25th Test ton, second fastest to achieve the feat after Sir Don Bradman. And with that, we end the Midday News.